Yeah, sure. So today we are learning for the foot reflexology. Before I work on Chris, he was telling me like he got injuries on his right leg, around on the knee here. It make he got very high tensions on the right foot, than on the left side. So before I working on that, I need to check on the tensions on the foot. We do some little compression to feel how is the muscle is that. And then it's like I was telling everyone from beginning, before we work on the patients, before giving any acupressure or any the rear massage, we need warm up the muscle. Yeah. You will learn compressions later, but now it's like just a small technique for you can feel how is the pressure you can give to the client. Even I work on one side first, like left side or right side, but we need warm up on both sides before we start to work. Okay. So as for the first day, you learn full massage, so you learn how to warm up the muscle, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. We have a lot of technique to do, like how warm up the muscle. And during we warm up the muscle, we can check the muscle tensions. We can feel how is the elasticity. We use the thumbs here, just like give very little light pressure, but we can feel the muscle tensions.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah,
The bottom
you bet.
The muscle we were talking about earlier?
Yeah, that's right. So this muscle here, like some patients, they got very high tension on here, and it's make the muscle very tender like that. When it's tender, we never give the pressure because it's good hurting ourselves. So that's why anytime when you feel tender points or like tender muscle, you need warm it up. Yeah. Some patients like they got very sensitive area. Anytime when we give the pressure there, if we don't warm it up, they will squeeze your muscle and it's again to our pressure. So that is realize the energy is again to our body. You got hurt on your shoulder. It's not on the fingertips. It's on the shoulder. And later then you will see.
What if a patient's ticklish?
The patient ticklish when we are not warming up the muscle enough, and that's block the lymphatic drainage system around their foot. So that make them feel ticklish. So that's why anytime when we have the patients, they got very sensitive area here and they feel ticklish, we need shaking. Shaking, that's the way we can spread the lymphatic drainage and activate lymphatic system working. And then after that, they don't feel any ticklish. Yeah. Okay. I start just like
Were you not using lotion the whole time?
The lotions?
Yeah.
I did ask the model.
No, she didn't use lotion, no.
Yeah. So the lotion is get cold like when we use the lotion, it's colder than the oil. So that's why before we apply on the client, we need to warm it up more than time than the oil when we use. So when we apply the lotions, we use butterfly technique. So this technique like sliding, we call butterfly. It looks like the butter is open there.
Wings.
Wings, yes, thank you. Yeah.
So we warm it up without lotion, and then we actually massage with put lotion.
Exactly. Yeah. And no pressure when we apply the lotion from beginning, because like you will see some of therapists like they are very deep tissue massage, and then when they work on the patients, they always apply very light pressure first when they apply the lotions or any product, and then after that they will work deep pressure to protect the lymphatic system and avoid the bruises. Yeah. Some of the sessions when you are going to receive from someone, you will see like if they apply you with the product and they give very deep pressure from beginning, you will have some bruise after that. Yeah. Remember, don't forget on the little toes here. It make the client feel nice.
Tingles.
Yeah. Just very light. Yeah, hands by hands and sliding, light stretching. Okay. So, as Krish, he has injuries on the left side. He requests pay attention and more focus on the left side.
The right side.
Sorry, the right side. Thank you. But from starting to work on foot massage, because some clients they got high tensions or they got injuries on the right side, they always use all the tensions on the left and more pressure on the left when they work. That's why when we know like they say they have injuries on the right, we start on the left, but we need to explain to them in advance. Like we tell them and we make the plan for them. We say because you always use more tensions on your left side, that's why I want to release the muscle on your left first, and then I will work more focus on the right for you to release the tensions.
And
Yeah.
even like when I do my workout, I try to only stretch this side,
Yeah.
but I probably shouldn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
I do it anyway.
Yeah. He did very well for workout. He paid attention well to take care of himself. That is very good. Yeah. So I'm doing some sliding on the foot here. I'm looking for the high tension lines and the high tension zone on the foot with my thumbs here. When I'm doing sliding, I find out some muscle issue that can connect to the organ and to certain of the area in the body. And then I will ask my patients like, how is your digestion system, Chris?
I think it's pretty good.
It's very good?
I started supplementing with this cassia wood powder
Mm-hmm.
to just kind of help,
Yeah,
you know. But I think it's okay.
that's good. So do you feel tender here?
Right there.
That's right. It's a beautiful tender point. Yeah,
It's always been there.
yeah. So this area on the diagrams we see on the picture, you can see like on the picture when I work on the left foot, that area, I find out that's around the stomach. You see that? So like anytime when we work on that area, we find out the tender points. We will ask client how is the digestion system because stomach is connect to all of the things in your body. When you get stressed, you will get tendon points on the foot as well because your stomach work not well and it produce a lot of acid. And then when you eat, it could not go through and couldn't getting enough for metabolisms. And then it's stuck in your stomach. You get gas in there. So that could not work well.
So would it be important to know things like if they've had different surgeries where different organs were removed, like the gallbladder, or if they've had partial hysterectomies and things like that?
Yeah, that is like sometimes like when we find out is some area is could like it's very tender or it's got high tension there. We always ask, do they have any problem in their organ or in their digestion system and how is their blood flow. After that, when you release all the high tension, you can hear the sounds and the noise from their stomach. The fluid is go through, it's make noise, and that's the happy noise. Yeah.
And you'll have a health intake on every client too.
Yeah.
Right, so like when a person's like, say, had the lap sleeve or something like that, where their stomach has been cut,
Yeah.
would you be able to?
So when
I don't know whether you'll be able to feel it or not. Sorry, Lucy.
do not worry.
I don't know if you'll be able to feel it, but you'll have it on their health history, and that's an area that you can just, work more if you feel it's restricted in the area.
Yeah. So I use my thumbs like on the papers working here. You will see like the thumb is circle. It means we use the thumbs. We do the circle like that. Like circle, that's happening like when we do like that, we have blood flow and we can feel deeper and deeper to the layer of the tissue because in one muscle tissue there are a lot of layers on there. Sometimes when you touch you feel it's soft, but that's on the top. We need to go deeper to the bottom. That's why we call deep tissue, but we don't give deep pressure. We go slowly and sliding and find out on the knot, and we can say like trigger points, but like we will learn trigger points later, so I can say the notch right now. And here, I find out the points here. I will check when I go for deeper pressure there. I will check with the patients.
somebody was just having a regular massage and they weren't necessarily having reflexology, would it still be okay and not diagnostic in any way to say, if you feel something in the foot, to ask them, are you having any problems with your stomach or something like that? Or is that kind of pushing too far, almost diagnostically?
So, for helping us to find out the problem on the patients, we need to ask first to get the information for we understand like that area is blocked their organ system. So when we know that's one, we can go far on that and to fix that problem. Because if we don't ask the patient, we just feel like that's the tender points, and we don't ask them. They may have like surgeries on that, and we missing to check their history, health history. So, and we give more pressure there, it can hurt into their nervous system. So that's why we need ask them to get enough on the information first before we are giving deep pressure there.
Sometimes a person, there can be a lot of different little things and maybe they don't think about even writing it down. But
Yeah.
like if you're just doing a regular massage and you're like, how is your stomach? You know, it's just-
We don't ask how is your stomach. It's like in my job, I don't ask my client in the detail like that. I always ask the generals like, how is your digestion system? Did you sleep well at night? Or like, how do you feel? Like, did you get any stress in the day? Something like that. I can ask. Sometimes I ask, did you have lunch or dinner before the massage or not yet? So yeah, I always ask the general questions like that to figure out like how can I help my patients, because sometimes they don't know they have stomach issue or liver issue or something. They don't know until when we find out the points when we work on the patients, and if we release all the tension on that and they feel much better, that's good. But when we release all the tensions on the foot, and then when they wake up, they feel tired, we recommend them should go to see doctor, and they can figure out like what happened in their body. Yeah, that's like, yeah.
What about IBS? Like if people just have like diarrhea all day, you know?
Yeah.
Like is that, you know?
So that is another issue. Like if they have that issue, they can let us know in advance, so we can see how's the foot, how's the muscle on the foot. If it's very soft, it means they got that issue. Even like on both sides is different. The foot on both sides the tension is different. So when we check on both sides, we can feel like if they have the diarrhea or like stuck in their lodging settings or anything or gas in their stomachs or something. How's the pressure? Are you okay like that?
And my leg is twitching here.
It's here?
Yeah.
When I give
when
you
push,
pressure
it
there?
twitches here.
Oh, nice.
I like it.
Yeah. Thank you for liking that. Yeah. So that is nice. Like when I work on this area around the stomach points here, he feels twitching on his right leg. So it means the connective tissue go direct to that area, release the tensions. And because he pay attention on the right side too much, that is make this muscle here work harder. It's squeezing, so it makes some notch on this area. That's why he has problem. So when we work on here, it's release the tensions on the right side. That is amazing, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like my leg is like twitching a little bit.
Nice. So like you see, on the lines of the medial side of the left foot. That is here. It show that is the spinal diagrams. Yeah, the spinal around here. We have from here, that's from the neck, and go down here, the thoracis. From this area, go down to this area, that's lumbar. Lumbar is around abdominal. Yeah. And then going down, that's lumbar and sacrum. So you can see and you feel like around the ankle here, that's the hip joints. Yeah. Wow. Lovely nose there. Wow.
I know.
Just very light touch.
What is this?
That is
It's
the
bad on
notch.
this side.
And we can say here is the tender points on here, a big notch around here. Yeah. How you feel now? Check deep breath. Breathing.
It just
Beautiful.
feels
Yeah.
like
Nice.
you know.
Yeah. I use on this finger very light touch
Yeah.
on the notch here. That's the tension points. And then I use my another hand to support the foot. And I rotate. Just very light pressure and just rotate. Don't give deep pressure because this area is very close to the nervous system. And then it can hurt the client if we don't pay attention. Okay. Anytime when you give things like deep pressure or light pressure, if client they feel it's hurting them, ask them take deep breath because breathing that's getting oxygen to the blood flow, and that's how blood flow go through on the high tension area, and then muscle getting enough blood flow is automatically release the tensions.
Like she's barely touching.
Yeah, that's right. So now I still rotate the foot. And I use my finger here just support the heel. I don't give the pressure on the heels here. Just give the pressure on this area. That's the hip joints. Yeah.
And I feel it like here.
Nice. Yeah. So when we work on the demo, our partner can tell you like where they feel, but pay attention when you work on your patients. After when you get license, don't ask the patient every time like, where do you feel? When I touch here, do you feel there? Do you feel hurting? Don't ask like that with lovely voice because can make them like they're not relaxed. So pay attention on that. Nice.
So if a patient had swelling, you would just be using lighter pressure?
Very good questions. When the patient got swelling, it look like inflammations. So we don't giving pressure because it can affect your lymphatic system. We need to let that area get back to normal before we giving any pressure on the patient on that area. So for me, like that, I don't know, like another massage therapist, they have another special technique to work on the client, they got swelling area. But for me, I advise on that. Just giving very light pressure. For lymphatic system, work well. It helps to activate lymphatic system, and that's the body, the immune system healing by themselves very fast. So that is the only way I do for my clients when they got swelling. Yeah. Okay. So Now, so we learn on here with the thumb circle. Now we work along the spinal here. We just start to work on the hip joints now. And now we are going to release the tensions around the spinal. We start from the bottom, is here, with thumb circle. We go and look for the tender points. Just go slowly. We still have another hand to support, but don't do that, because don't squeezing. There's like, I'm looking for the tendon points. Pay attention. Don't do it like that. Just go slowly with the hands. Yeah. Sometimes we feel the muscle is soft enough. We can stretch a little bit with another hand to that area, and we still going some circle. He has tension points around here.
Do you ever use your knuckle instead of your thumb? Like if your thumb starts feeling tired or you're wanting deeper pressure?
Yeah, for right now, I work on the sensitive areas here. I always use my thumbs. But after that, when I work for the acupressure points, my thumb is still getting very tired. I use my knuckle. And sometimes after that, I will show you how to use the wood. Yeah.
And the heel as well?
Ah, yes, that's right. Yeah, tell me if you feel anything.
I definitely, like right in there, like that. Ooh.
Yeah. So to support when we work with our thumbs here, we use the finger here. When we work from down, sliding to up, we need to sliding our fingers together. Don't pay attention, don't do like that, and just like go sliding there. You lift up your shoulder, it's very wrong posture. So pay attention on that. So that's why always be stretch your shoulder here and open your pecs. That is very important, yeah? And the back is always stretched. Yeah, don't do it like that. Don't like, just go slowly, slowly. And then after that, when you stand up, your back is getting tired. Your neck is getting very tender. The back is getting very like tight as well. So it's make our body can work only one patient per day. But if we pay attention when we work on the patients, open your shoulder and the back is like that, and always use your body in the right posture. It's have the body always feels like healthy, and you can work 8 hours hands-on work a day up to 10 hours hands-on work a day. Yeah. Yeah.
Does it not hurt spending a lot of time in this area? Like
That's
hurts the client?
yeah.
She's
If
been like doing very gentle stuff.
yeah. So if we warm up the muscle enough, it won't get like it will protect